Hey guys, good afternoon. Just checking in. I know it's been a while, but I had a few things that I wanted to share. I'm not sure what all of you guys are going through in your lives, in your spiritual journey, but I just wanted to go ahead and share a few things that I've been learning along the way on my own journey, and things that I also feel that a lot of us are probably going through. So, of course, it's 2024. This is the year of abundance. So, a lot of the things that we've manifested last year, a lot of us are waiting to see those things come to fruition. But what a lot of us didn't realize is that it was still going to come with some tests, it was still going to come with some cleaning house. So, one of the things that I just wanted to talk about is letting go of the past, which I feel is a timely message, being that it is 2024. We're leaving 2023 behind. And so one of the things that me and my spirit team have been revisiting is letting things go, detaching from things that no longer serve me, so that I'm able to quantum leap into this new life that they want to create. So many times we want to create a new life with our old ways and our old mindsets and our old thinking. If you want a new life, you have to create a new mindset. And in order to create a new reality, you have to create new thoughts, reprogramming our minds. Honestly, some things we might feel like, oh, I don't have to do anymore, like affirmations. You want to continue to do all of these things because this is continuing to help you reprogram your mind, especially being that we've been feeding ourselves so many toxic things for years. So once again, as I've said before, you can't go to the gym and expect to get the perfect body overnight. You have to put in that work. Sometimes it takes years to build muscle. So I had so much literally that I wanted to talk about that I wrote a few things down. So if you see me look down, just know it's because I'm just peeking at my notes. But one of the things that I'm learning is that when you're literally being reborn, right? Because that's what we're going through, is a rebirth. You're literally dying to your old self, and a new person is being born every day, technically, because we're learning new stuff every day. Well, I hope that that's happening for you every day. But I know, at least with me, it's a daily thing. I'm learning things daily. I'm shedding things daily. And one thing that I'm learning is to let my ego work for me and not against me. And what I mean by that, ego is how we identify. It's the person that everybody has known you as since you were a kid. Your parents, your friends at school, work. It's that person that everybody thought that they knew before you truly get to know who you are spiritually. So what happens is when you start going through your spiritual journey and shedding away old things, those old parts of you try to cling on, to not only ways of thinking, but ways of being, to the people that you used to, identify with. Because naturally the ego wants to fit in. It wants to be seen. It wants to be validated through other people as opposed to yourself. But this is all about surrendering. Allowing things to fall away is what I mean when I say surrender. Allowing things to be not just taken away from you, but to fall away from you, right? Because some things naturally will vibrate out. If you're on a certain vibration, let's say, you're talking about spirituality and things of this nature, and then you have old friends and family and they're still talking about TV sitcoms and all the stuff going on in the world and the news, and you're trying to ascend to a different level, eventually you guys aren't going to have much in common. So the same thing applies to our vibrations, our frequencies. You have some people that choose to stay in a fear frequency. And once you truly begin to ascend and go on this spiritual journey, that fear eventually falls away. So when you're talking to these people, they probably don't even really understand where you're coming from anymore, because they still have that fear mindset. So your vibrations are no longer equally yoked. So some things are going to just naturally vibrate out. The challenge for many of us is allowing that to happen, because we don't understand. We take it personal, you know. But really and truly, it's the universe working in our favor. So when it comes to stepping into our highest timeline, one of the things that you want to ask yourself daily is, what would that person do? What would that person think? What would that person eat? What type of people would that person surround themselves with? Manifestation is not just like waving a magic wand. There are actions that have to take place. The actions that have to take place is you aligning yourself, you starting to do the things which are going to help you become that person. So one of those things is, of course, changing your mindset through affirmations, through mindfulness, but also through organizing, through taking certain steps. So if you want to have a certain type of body, you got to go to the gym. I mean, the body is not going to magically appear. Maybe we would like that to happen, but that's not how it works. So this is how manifestation works. We're literally attracting what we want. We are, in fact, magnets. It's just like when it comes to love, right? If you love yourself, if you have love, and there's like this signal inside of you that's loving, you're going to attract love. You're going to attract people. If you have these thoughts about yourself that you don't really like yourself and things of this nature, you don't really like people, you're going to have something that repels people. It's going to be the opposite of magnetism. This is a real thing. It's a frequency. Remember, we attract what we are, not what we want. We attract what we are, not what we want. If you want love, you become love. If you want hate, you become hate. If you want success, you become success. Do the things that successful people do. Eventually, you're going to become one of those successful people. That's the magic. When you change your mindset, you change your reality. So we can't be afraid to die to our old selves. We literally have to have a funeral for that person. And it can be one of the hardest things to do, is saying goodbye to this person that you thought was you, that you always thought that you knew, that people thought that they knew, because even they're going to be looking at you like you're crazy because they don't know this new person. They don't know this new version of you, but step into it, embrace it. Because in order for the new you to be born, the old you has to die. So be gentle with yourself, but don't be afraid to let go. Because detaching from your old self, from the things that no longer serve you, is the only way that you're going to be able to move forward and truly step into your highest timeline. So one of the things we have to do is change our habits, our mindsets, and that's eventually going to lead us into the new highest timeline, highest versions of ourselves. Peace and love. I hope that you guys took some gems from this. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for listening. And by the way, one last thing. Remember, nothing is happening to you. It's all happening for you.